The oldest and the strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown, as the one and only H.P. Lovecraft once said. What exactly does this mean for this video, though? What does this have to do with today's video at all? Well, imagine a world, a reality, where scientists can travel from our world into that of another dimension, another reality. A dimension almost reminiscent to the likes of the Twilight Zone, but much, much worse. It's in this alternate reality, this gateway from our world to this unknown dimension, where there are unforeseeable horrors to the likes of which man has never come across, worse than that of the ocean, worse than anything possible. In today's video, I will be your guide in this terrifying reality. I'm your host, that guy Frankie, yours truly, and try not to get lost here, because who knows what doom awaits us. The internet can be a very scary place at times. You don't know what you'll come across every now and then, whether it's something not safe for work or something dark and ominous trending, but slowly but surely the internet isn't as terrifying as it used to be. Around the dark corners of 2010 to 2014, I believe is when the internet horror phenomena truly popped off. Creepypastas left and right, such as Slender Man being the internet boogeyman of today, haunting every 10-year-old in their dreams, to characters such as Jeff the Killer, or the haunting photos of Smile Dog that terrorized the youth, spreading the fear of chain links, to one of my favorites now being the SCP Foundation, with their government websites being public to the people, public domain, similar to that of Men in Black, only if it was a horror movie where nobody got a happy ending. Today, however, not much on the internet has really started or popped off another campfire story up until the most recent story of the Backrooms. This phenomena was believed to have been created off of 4chan, like nearly every internet urban legend, but its origin is still rather unknown, which makes it more daunting compared to the rest. From rumors and speculation centering around an employee at a restaurant taking a picture of the back room that felt haunting to him, to another being centered around an office building, yet nobody really knows, as it all remains a mystery to this day. Doing some research, some digging into this rabbit hole of the Backrooms did intrigue me, even after watching and re-watching the ongoing series on YouTube. The Backrooms in many ways reminds me of both films like The Cube and The Platform. In those movies, our protagonists have to find a way to survive while they're stuck in their own personal hells or traps that surround them. Each platform or area for them only gets worse and worse, and like the Backrooms, it's nearly identical, and it adds to its maze of death. With over thousands of levels in this unknown dimension, thousands of whatever you can call it, only 4 to 5 of them actually interested me, especially with having to write down all the information, all the research I had to in today's video. These are quite terrifying compared to the rest. Level 0 is where the phenomena occurred and brought to us a horrifying, disfigured, humanoid creature or cryptid shown in the beginning. It's not just one humanoid that roams level 0, however. Instead, it's multiple of them, possibly even hundreds of these unknown creatures. If one is to survive the monsters lurking within that of level 0 and come across the no-clip zone as it's called, chances are that they're either sent back to Earth or doomed to be sent into another level similar to that of 0, but even far more worse than before. More hounds and mysterious humanoids lurk around these halls, but what's more chilling is that all this is in another dimension. With level 1 having more industrial architecture and being darker than the previous, it's said that one can hear screams in the distance. Screams that can possibly make you go mad. Though it is just the second level to the Backrooms, the Backrooms in total have 30 to 40, again, like I said, maybe even more, sub-levels as well altogether. Level 2 is the final one as it's referred to, since it contains more industrial-like architecture, but also houses multiple entities in this surrounding level. Should you try to find a way to escape level 2, you should know that there are 2 exits to escape from. If you happen to choose the fire exit, know you will be clipped into reality far worse than almost anything possible. Level 3, otherwise known as the electrical station, is met with more entities at this world's disposal, such as hounds and countless others ready to hunt you down and kill you if they have to. However, if you decide to go through an abandoned office, you are met with level 4, a level in which you may rest in, because there are no entities hunting you here. In this world, you are safe from harm. Should you fail to make a choice between either exit though, you will be clipped into level 364. Level 364 is said to be a South Asian forest, but while it is marked as both safe and unsafe, you should know that there are entities here, both weak and aggressive, that will try to find you and hurt you if you come across them. But you shouldn't be afraid of those. Instead, you should be afraid of some colonies and outposts that live in this reality. Colonies such as the CKL, whereas not much is known about them, but if you intend to do anything with them, you will be met with a terrible. The only way to truly survive level 2 is by staying calm and not giving in. Survivors of the Backrooms have also stated the only way to truly depart and escape and make it home is when the Backrooms become your home. Most of this information is stuff that I was able to find on their wiki page that also correlates with the video game that came out just a while ago. The video game is said to have more information centered around the backrooms with all the entities that we've come to know, but even far worse is there's still more to find out, more to learn about as well. What puzzles me the most, or just comes off strange surrounding this internet urban legend, is the series that I briefly stated earlier in the beginning of this video. The Backrooms series is up on YouTube, and while it is just fiction, the story surrounding the Backrooms remains more brilliantly daunting and something inexplicable, something not just a breath of fresh air for the horror genre and the market, but something captivating that makes you not want to look away. With the audience having to pick up the pieces to clues in this 6-episode series so far, it's a task barely anyone can figure out. The main story from the first film is set up as a found footage film in the 90s. One of the teens involved in the project gets sent to the Backrooms and is met with hideous humanoid cryptids. He wanders around the halls, and we're shown the iconic Backrooms picture, but it's even more chilling seeing it through the character's eyes as he wanders around aimlessly, trying to find an exit, trying to make it home. But only then he realizes that it's a never-ending maze. The film is a bit slow, but it has a good pace to it, and the build-up is something I never would have expected it, even after rewatching it multiple times with my friends and by myself. I've been trying to put the pieces together, but I still get confused, but that's on me at that point. The teenager doesn't survive, and his fate is revealed at the end of the film, and it's here where we see just how weird and interdimensional it comes off. The creator behind the original film, the series, Kane Parsons, added more lore, continuing it on YouTube and making a series that's still ongoing. The story now surrounds government scientists venturing into the backrooms, trying to figure out what exactly is going on here. They want to know how people no-clip themselves into the backrooms and find out how they came about whilst trying to survive as well, because these horrors are lurking around them, and they can potentially be their next meal. The episodes in this series have a runtime of about 5 to 12 minutes, if not longer, or shorter as well. They're edited superbly well, and going back to the creator, Kane Parsons in question, it amazes me that he's just a 16-year-old kid who managed to make something incredibly terrifying for the new age and the new wave of horror. And I'm honestly happy that the first Backrooms film, the first episode of the series, actually gained traction, and it's something amazing for the new wave and age of horror. Most of this movie, as well as the series, is rendered through Blender and looks like it was made by Hollywood VFX artists, and that's just how good it really is. It comes off like an 80s or 90s sci-fi horror film thanks to the editing, the visuals, the found footage aesthetic that's very difficult to come around and make. The series is still ongoing, like I mentioned, with Kane even making a beautiful soundtrack dedicated to the series. This show This series, this ongoing saga, is terrifyingly brilliant and a must-watch for any and every horror fan out there. What's truly the best part of this phenomenon is the internet as always. It continues to win and generate either something horrific and frightening to watch, or something more comical like the likes of my good friend JerryTheAfroMan making his own videos about it and breaking the fucking internet as well.
What are you doing here? Do you know where you even are? This place is dangerous. There's things that can crush you in an instant.
What the hell?
Go piss off!
Oh my god. What the hell is that?
Jackpot's what that is.
Hey, wait!
The Backrooms isn't just a breath of fresh air for the likes of either ARGs, internet urban legends, creepypastas, hell, even memes, but something exciting and new for the horror genre, as I stated. It's the feeling of being left alone, having to fend for yourself in a reality far from home, far from your loved ones, and not knowing if you'll make it back. Because the Backrooms are dangerous, with many entities, hounds, unidentified creatures roaming these halls in this reality. One can never be too sure if they're truly safe while in the Backrooms. I can go on all day about my love with this new take on horror, and I hope you guys check out everyone featured from the likes of Kane Pixels, the trendsetter and the pioneer of this haunting series, as well as my good friend JerryTheAfroMan, who has his own videos on it with the likes of JerryTheAfroMan and Bluxu lending their voices to this new take on horror. And as always, folks, it's been your friendly neighborhood host, that guy. None of this makes any sense. This feels different than usual. I'm not used to what the hell's going on. I don't get any of this at all.
Wait! Stop right there!
Where the hell am I?
Just stay calm.
This doesn't make any
Everything
sense.
is going to be fine.
No, this can't be.
Just remain where you are.
Look.
And don't move.
I thought this was all just some big internet hoax.
There's too many creatures around here.
This can't be real. This doesn't make any sense. No.
You somehow managed to get yourself no-clipped. But don't worry, we can get you out of here.
We have to do something
No.
now.
How is this?
Shit!
How
Shut up!
is this even possible? This shouldn't be possible.
It's coming!
It's really happening! No!